We get a little bit more creative. We look like a peacock. We have some bright colors going on here, so we don't want to look like a clown. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a summer tutorial once again. A few weeks ago I did a summer tutorial and it was a more natural, kind of bronzy, glowy, like that bronze goddess kind of look. Throughout the tutorial I also gave you guys some tips and tricks on how to keep your makeup lasting throughout this humidity and heat this summer. So if you want to check out that video, it'll be linked below in the description. But today's video is going to be another summer tutorial where we kind of dive into more fun, summery, bright colors. We get a little bit more creative and we're just gonna have some fun with it. I have done my brows already and I'm going to be starting with my eyes today. So I am going to be using my MAC paint pot. So we're primed and we're ready to go. Today I'm going to be using my Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. I've played around with this a couple of times and I really do enjoy it. It's definitely a more fun one, so I thought I just had to for today. So far so good with this palette. I've enjoyed it quite a bit, but I guess we'll find out even more today. I'm going to take my Morphe M522. It's kind of a thicker flat shader, still you're able to pack on the product. Let's start with purple. Therapy Sesh. It's that kind of brighter purple. And we're gonna pat that right here on the very outer corner. I don't need to worry about fallout or about going outside the lines because we can clean that all up with a wipe afterwards. And I'm just patting it. I'm not gonna worry about blending until I have my colors laid down. I'm just gonna kind of wipe the excess off on my finger because this brush is doing a really good job. And I'm gonna take Tipsy Girl, and that's that super fun bright pink right there. And I'm gonna do the same thing, overlapping them a little bit. But I'm gonna keep this one higher up, not all the way down onto the lid. And again, as I said, overlapping them a little bit right there. And I'm gonna go about 3/4 in, and again, not like, I'm leaving about half my lid there. Maybe some orange. I'm going to do the same thing, wipe off my excess onto my hand. You can use a damp paper towel, a dry paper towel, if you're like whatever, a regular towel, just anything to kind of wipe that excess off. I'm going to go into Feeling Myself. I'm going to pat that again, overlapping just a little bit. And again, still haven't blended anything. I'm just laying down all these shades where I want them, and then I'll kind of blend them together. I'm not going to do as much of the orange. I'm going to go into this shade here, No Joke, and it's that bright yellow. We're just going in a little bit crazy today. I'm going to pat that, again, connecting it to the orange, but more on the inner corner. Look like a peacock. Oh, this is fun. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let's go with the Morphe E13. It's rounded, it's smaller, it's a little bit denser, and I'm just going to lightly, very lightly, circular motions around the edges. Again, we're just blending those edges. I'm going to just take a little bit of that Therapy Sesh on this brush and just tap off, like I have barely any on there, and I'm just using that to kind of blend out that edge. And we're going to go in with that peachy shade along to blend it out. I'm going to take like a larger, fluffier brush, and I'm going to take Positivity right there, and I'm going to start in kind of the inner part and just use it to kind of blend that edge out. And I'm being like super light-handed, like I'm barely applying any pressure at all. I'm gonna kind of sweep it out this way. I'm gonna take like a big fluffy brush and kind of just blend out that edge of that positivity, that peachy, corally kind of shade. Yeah, there we go, that's a little bit more blended. I'm going to take a little bit of Perfectionist. It's just kind of a more neutrally brown shade. I'm going to take it with this big fluffy brush, which was an E27, and I'm going to kind of just use that to diffuse this a little bit more. There we go. I'm going to kind of drag this brush along to blend them into each other. Just really lightly, like barely touch them. Okay, so we have that done. I'm going to do a little bit of a cut crease here, nothing too fancy. I'm going to take that same brush, take some MAC Paint Pot, and we're going to fill in this lid. And as I would kind of shape my winged eyeliner, I'm going to do that shape with this. So kind of like that. So we've got that base down, and we are going to do this super fun gold all over that lid. Press that all over there. I'm going to use my finger. I'm going to actually use a brush just to make it super, like along the line there. I'm going to use my Almar brush. It's like a flat, small shader. Pick that up, and I'm going to wet it. So I'm going to go ahead and do my winged eyeliner using my KVD. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara, pop on some false lashes, and then we'll come back and do the base. All right, so we have the lashes on, and this look is looking super good. I'm going to grab a wipe. You can use a makeup wipe, you can use a baby wipe, anything like that. I'm actually using baby wipe. I'm going to clean up all underneath, and I'm going to angle it just with the liner. So I'm getting right up close. Okay, so I'm going to start with actually concealer. I'm going to kind of use the technique that I learned from Scott Barnes' tutorial where I do concealer first. I'm not going to go so crazy about it. Now I'm going to take my Fenty Matchstick in Amber. Okay, now I'm going to take my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. And I just kind of use the excess to go over the contour without dyeing it down too much. I'm going to set that with the Huda Beauty Easy Baking. First, I'm going to make sure I have no lines, and I'm going to bake. While we're waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and do my lips. I'm going to be using the Fenty Plush Matte Lipstick in Candy Venom. But first, I'm going to line my lips with the e.l.f. Retro Paradise lip liner, that vivid pink liner. I love this lipstick so much. And just to give it a little bit of a gloss, I don't want to dye down the color. I'm actually going to take my Shot of Color Lip Oil by MAC in Office Fling and just add like the lightest little bit. Gives it a little bit of a shine. So now we're going to dust off that bake. And now I'm going to take my Natasha Denona Tan Bronze and Glow palette. I'm going to take this bronzer right here. And I'm going to take like a fluffier brush. This is a Morphe G7. I use it for powder a lot, or I'll use it for bronzer. And I'm just going to warm up the edges, give myself a little bit more color. Sweep it along to blend, but also to bring some more color into the center. Fake that tan. Fake it till you make it. Kind of focus it where I contoured there to reinforce that contour, but then bring it into the cheeks a little bit more. More color. I'm going to take a little bit of that and kind of bring it to the back of the neck. So that it doesn't have that line. Now I'm going to take actually a cream blush, and it is the Kaja it's the Cutie Bento Lip and Cheek Duo, and it is in 02 Sweet Sangria. I'm going to actually take my beauty blender, and I'm just going to pick some of this up. Do a more subtle blush, because I have, well, that's a lot, but we're going to blend that out. Just because we have some bright colors going on here, so we don't want to look like a clown. I'm not bringing it quite as much into the balls and the apples of the cheek, because I want it to be a little bit more subtle. Take this highlight. It is the Gold Impact Powder, and I'm going to use that as my highlight today. And I'm going to use this also to highlight the brow bone and the inner corner. So I'm going to take a brush here, and I'm going to wet it while I'm doing the inner corner because I want it a little bit more intense. Ooh, so nice. And that's just the face highlight. You don't always have to use an eyeshadow for your inner corner. You know, if a palette doesn't have a good one, just use your highlight. Now I'm going to do my lower lash line, and then we're complete in this look. So let's dive right back into this here. We're going to take, I think I'm going to do the pink, because like I have to, because pink's my favorite color. think I'm gonna take a little bit of the orange and kind of blend that. Whoa. And I just used that to kind of blend into that inner corner. So that's really nice. And then I'm gonna take my blending brush that I used for the top and just kind of blend those edges a little bit. And then I'm gonna just reinforce that inner corner highlight from the Natasha Denona palette. So again, I'm dipping into this one here, wetting it. And I'm just gonna reinforce that so it's nice and blingy. I love this look. I had no idea what I was gonna do today. I just knew I was gonna go big, and I knew I wanted to like go off of these colors and do a cut crease. But I did not know how it was gonna turn out. So I'm really happy with this look. I'm gonna just do mascara. And I was using the Lily lashes, by the way. I really like this mascara. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Slay All Day. Alright guys, so this is my super fun, colorful summer tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have fun if you try to recreate this. I encourage you guys to just have fun with your makeup and just play around. It's super fun. It's summertime. I had so much fun creating this. I hope you guys had fun watching. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, like the video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.